Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for this video, it's going to be pretty much like a DIY thing. So what it is, it's going to be like a shell bucket or whatever you want to call it. So recently I went to Florida. If you watch my vlogs, you know this. And I collected not a ton of shells, just a few. And I went to the store and I bought some beach sand. And I got a bucket so I can put my shells in. I wanted to have something clear we could see the shells, but I think since I don't have very many, I'm just going to put them in this bucket for now. And it's just cool to have, and I've made it a little bucket so I could set it on my vanity and just have it there. So let's get into it. Right now, you make sure you have a bucket of some sort. There's a little something inside mine, but it's not something too serious. Then have your shells. I have these little shells right here. And then make sure after your shells, you have your sand, which is coming up here soon. Have your sand to put your shells on top of inside of the bucket to make it look more beachy. So now I'm just going to go ahead and add the sand and the shells into the bucket. And with a spoon, excuse my ugly nail polish, so now I'm just going to be adding the sand into the bucket, and I'm not going to fill it all the way to the top, maybe leave a little bit of space, that way your shells aren't falling over out of the bucket. And yes, I have spilled the sand like all over my room, and don't tell my mom. So I'm just going to continue to fill it up until I feel like it's the right amount, which you can put as much as you want, and there's really no like set amount that you have to have in there. I just made sure I didn't have it overflowing so I didn't have sand everywhere. So now I'm just patting it down so that I can put my shells in there. It's a nice even surface to have my shells on so they can all fit in there and not fall out. Now I'm just adding the shells. One shell. I had this really big shell that took up like half the space. And then I'm pretty sure I only have one shell left. And then there you have it. You have your shell bucket. All my shells are in this bucket, and I am all finished with the bucket. I have finished my shell bucket. Now, as you can notice that this big one kind of took up most of the space, I'm not going to keep these in here all the time. I'm going to eventually, once I get more, put them in a bigger bucket. But this is actually a good idea if you just want to have something small to put on like a vanity or a desk, and if you don't have something see-through, it's just cool to have a bucket. It just seems more, to me, it just seems like more beachy and more authentic to have a bucket, because it looks like you just like freshly dug them out of the sand, and I actually think it looks pretty cool. So if you like this DIY, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and see you next time on my corner.